Hey there, I just want to take a minute to show you how to create your own classroom in GoGuardian. So once you've logged in and you look over on the left-hand side, you'll see Classrooms should be the tab that you have selected over here and active. We'll bring up all of your classes. This is where mine defaults to whenever I log in, so hopefully yours does too, so you don't have to go digging too far. But yours might look a little bit differently than mine, and that's totally okay. I have a hodgepodge here of different classes that have been created. Clever has come up with a couple for me. So my homeroom, my mass media, my academic lab, all of those I went ahead and just took from Clever whenever they gave them to us at the beginning of the year. My second hour, third hour, fifth hour, and seventh hour, you'll see by the G that they are Google Classroom imported, and you can do that by coming up and clicking on Import Google Classroom, and that will allow you to sync any of the classes that you have active in Google Classroom and update and things like that. Really handy. That's what I use for, whenever we transfer everybody over to different electives after Christmas. Um, I just generally just have them log in real quick into my Google Classroom and then import those really and really quickly, and then I just have everything ready for GoGuardian. But when it comes to ICU is a different beast altogether, and so I've just created my own classroom, so I am able to go in and add students as they, show up, and I can even take students out if I need to. If they move to a different PE or something like that. But let's go ahead and create one just from scratch. So let's go to add classroom, and then we're going to type in a name for our class. You can choose this, but ICU really doesn't have a specific subject, and so I would maybe just do other, and then you can add a description if you want. Classroom icon, like right here where my ICU is, the star, that's where you'll get that. There's only three options really, so we'll choose a heart for this example. And then, if you want a color code like I usually do, you can choose a different color. You can choose a default scene to come up if you've created one that you want to use specific. I generally don't. I don't have too many problems having to kick kids out of things. They just know that I'm watching and that central office is watching, and that usually is enough to keep them on track for the most part. So we're going to go ahead and add this classroom. You'll see that there are three different options for adding students to your class. You can have the students enroll in the class from a link. You might use that code. Maybe you have a Google Classroom set up for ICU and you have kids, enroll in that, and then you can give them a material in classwork or something like that, or in the announcement in the stream where you give them the code to log in there. I use the email option right here in the center, but you can also upload with a CSV, which is, I think, a comma separated value spreadsheet, like you would get it out of Google Sheets type of download, but that type of a file to be able to upload those kids into your classroom. But for what the purpose of this video is going to entail is just adding email addresses. So we're going to click on that in the center. And it's going to ask us for our first email address. For this, you are going to need to get into SIS, so I'm going to pop over there. And this is just after you start searching kiddos. There's two ways to find their email address. If you're not familiar with how our email addresses are formatted for students, knowing that is going to make it a little bit easier for you. They're formatted using the first letter of their first name, the last three digits of their student ID number, and then their last name at PBK12MOUS. So for Shiloh here, since he is just, I don't even know, is it a boy or girl? I don't know. Anyway, irrelevant. I am going to go ahead and choose S033 Aaron. I'm going to pop that over here. So S033 Aaron oh, they're already in there. I'm just going to go through the process here, and I'm going to add another student. Let's just take another one down the list. Aiden, Aaron, so A953 Aaron. So let's do A953 Aaron, at pbk12mo.us. And you would just continue on with your ICU list and just add each student individually. Over here, if you were to click on a student, and then you can scroll down a little bit to their student details. Oh, it is a boy. Okay. Into the student details, and their email address would be located right here. Okay, so you could select that, Control C, pop over here, and Control V if you wanted to. But we're just going to go ahead and stop with the two students and just go ahead and add them right here. And then if you go back to Classroom and go to Start Class, oh, I'm getting an error because it is Sunday, so I'm not able to turn that on. However, you can start the class. You can go in and view them. And it's just like any regular class that you have initiated up here. So if you have any questions about this, don't hesitate to call or email me. I can make arrangements to come and talk to you. I am one of the district ambassadors, so is Chris East. She's very good at this kind of stuff, and Miss Patillo is kind of our building go-to for GoGuardian. So any of us can help. Just reach out. Don't hesitate. It's probably just something that we can come and help you out real quick. And it always helps to be able to see what our students are doing, and even if we're not watching it, just being able to record it and keeping documentation of what they're on, what they're doing, can really help in the long run if we do run into behavior problems or kids doing stuff that they're not supposed to be doing. It's not necessarily something that you even have to monitor, but setting it up can help you out in the long run. So don't hesitate to do that. If you want to know anything about scheduling, mine are actually, all of my classes are scheduled. They're 45 minutes. Or no, they aren't 45 minutes. They are whatever, 52 minutes or whatever it is. And they're scheduled to go off throughout the course of the day and change as the schedule changes. So if you'd like to, and I don't have to do anything, like it just runs. So if you need any help figuring out how to do that, don't hesitate to email me, or I can put up another screencast and show you guys how to do that. That doesn't take 5 seconds either. So, well, I guess this takes about 8 minutes actually. A little bit longer than I planned, but if you know me, you know I like to talk. So anyway, go ahead and reach out and I'll help you the best I can. Have a great day. Bye.